Hey guys, welcome to the Warframe build for Wukong. Sorry it's been a while. Sorry I sounded a bit weird right there because I'm trying to get used to things again. But let's get right into the builds. I have two of them, an Umbral build, which is my go-to, which helps out his 2 and 4, and then his Defy build, which is mostly for his Defy. Doesn't mean you can't use his 4 in it, it's just this is mainly focused for his Defy. For his Umbral build, you got your essentials of Umbral mods, which you always need. Steel Charge because I don't have any form. I never formatted the Aura slot, but Steel Charge is still nice for in general use for melee weapons. Coaction Drift to help out Steel Charge. You can switch it out for Handspring. It's up to you. Fleeting Expertise for efficiency, Prime Flow for energy, Narrow-Minded for duration to help with efficiency, Prime Vigor for a bit more survivability in terms of how many times you can defy. I believe it helps out with Defy, but it's mostly here to help out with Hunter Adrenaline, which is to get more energy from it. I think if there's any other way to increase health, which I'm pretty sure there is, which is Gladiator Resolve, you can use that as well. You can actually just switch it out and it's the same thing, and you can get right into the health. But sometimes you want the health to stay up and float a bit more so you can get your bearings back together. I don't know, it's up to you. And then of course his Defy build, which only 2 things have changed. There's no more Intensify and there is no more Prime Vigor. Instead, they have been replaced with Streamline and Prime Continuity. Prime Continuity and Streamline are both there to minimize the drain of Defy. That's all I can really say about it. With Wukong's abilities, they're all very niche. And when I say niche, I mean only 3 of them. His second is the opposite. His first one is a line ability, which is not the best. To me, it's one of the worst abilities in the game in terms of being a first ability. It's not fully horrible, but compared to others, it's on the lower end. His second one, Defy, I will have a representation or an actual video showing it, or a clip showing of what Defy does, which pretty much lets him live forever if you have a right build. Third ability, never use. In general, just never use this unless you want finishers easily, but other Warframes can do that better, and with Wukong it takes way too long to just have that happen. In my opinion, it is the worst ability in game. Nothing else can really top it. In usability, this actually has, I want to say, 0 uses. Sure, you can use it in spies and stuff and stealth around, but it's very, very, very horrible. In my opinion, when they do a Wukong rework, remove the ability entirely or change it to make it actually where he walks on a cloud and not just turn into one. My opinion, but going on to his Exalted. For a melee weapon, it is pretty decent. It's not the best and it's not the worst. But for Exalted, it's on the lower end. It's actually, to me, it's bottom 3 right next to others. But I want to say, from what I've used, it holds up. It holds up. And if you want a build for the Iron Staff or Primal Fury, this is what I have. Primal Fury is already in it because it's the Exalted weapon. Berserker for attack speed when you hit crits. Organ Shatter and Gladiator Might for crit damage. Then you got Pressure Point for just straight up damage. True Stealer boost the crit chance. Shattering Impact, since it's got a low status chance but a lot of impact, it can really help out getting rid of armor. It's not great for Corpus and Infested, but it's mostly there to help out, balance it out for all factions. Then, of course, 2 elementals, I chose Radiation because it's just a good... It's just pretty much a decent elemental. Sure, you can have Corrosive, but, I mean, you don't have a lot of status to work with, hence why Shattering Impact's there. And you can go viral, but you don't have Slash to help it out, so this is the next best thing. You can also do Gas, but I would prefer Radiation against Grenier when you're stripping their armor so you can at least start killing them faster. But that's just how it is. Overall opinion on Wukong, he's my favorite. Is he horrible? Depending on how you use him and which abilities you use. In an unbiased opinion, he is one of the worst. Very horrible for what he has for abilities. Not as bad as Vauban, but it's not great. In a biased opinion, he's fun. But that's because Defy just allows me to use whatever weapons I want to use without dying. But that's pretty much it. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.